So, yeah, so going on with the Puritans. So, again, as a result of them believing that God was leading them to the United States, and they literally, the Puritans believed that the United States was Canaan. So by default, all of the Canaanites in America had to
leave.
They had to leave.
That's
yes.
awful.
Yeah. So again, this was the understanding that they had. So even the slaughter of the Native Americans, it wasn't a big deal because it was God's prophetic will.
See, that's where it's like if you misapply some of those things that happen in the Bible, it's like you can bend that thing to say whatever you needed to say, and it becomes scary because when people think that they are serving God and doing the work of God, there's no end to where they'll go.
It's true. All right, so let's talk about Thanksgiving and kind of the myth of that. This was actually the persecution of a woman by the name of Mary Dyer. She was a Quaker, and a lot of times, especially when you talk about the slaughter of the Native Americans and slavery, there's a lot of vitriol that is manifested because sometimes persons feel as though that they're being attacked, because of their history and stuff like this. But again, it wasn't just the slaves and the Native Americans, but it was also Quakers, people of different Christian persuasions, that were persecuted by the Puritans.
It's my understanding it was the Quakers who stood up against slavery.
Yes,
they got a Nobel Peace Prize for it.
Yeah, so don't get me wrong, some of them did profit off of slavery, but as a whole, their general tenet was not endorsing it. Yeah, so that is very true. That is very, very true. This is from a very powerful volume called The Great Controversy, very powerful historical treaty written around the turn of the 20th century. This says the doctrine that God has committed to the church the right to control the conscience and to define and punish heresy is one of the most deeply rooted of papal errors. Very, very deep rooted. Now, again, some person will say, well, this is just white evangelical Christianity. That's really the problem. But it's not just that. Well, what is this? Are these people white in this congregation? Now, this is a black congregation, but you can put any type of other cultural framework in there. It's really all a collective. And again, very many of us as black persons, voted for Obama, because he was black. And obviously, because of what a lot of us as black persons dealt with our forefathers, you can understand why there was such a gravitation towards this iconography. It makes a lot of sense. You're talking about grandparents that were in Jim Crow and slavery and all of this, and seeing a black man as the president, it's like, wow, like we've reached the zenith, so you can obviously sympathize and understand that. But unfortunately, our dear brother Barack was not encouraging proper morality. And so, again, it's one thing when someone doesn't know the Lord, but it's one thing, again, for Christians to be endorsing these realities.
Awesome. Yeah. We'll leave a link to his YouTube page below, and you've got a lot of awesome evangelistic series that you've done. He works with his wife. His wife does cooking, healthful living, and they're actually doing a little series around a church around here right now. So thank you for coming by and blessing us.
Indeed.
Like this video, share it with somebody that you think would know or want to know about this particular topic, and we thank you guys for stopping in and watching our ministry. If you'd like to support Little Light Studios, you can go to our website, littlelightstudios.tv. There's a donate button right there, but just give it a thumbs up and a like. That's a huge help to us, and we thank you guys for watching.